Hey, Gary.
Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Tapping In with Gary Spivey. I am Gary Spivey, as you figured out probably by now. Sometimes people get Dean and I tangled up, right, Dean?
Yep, it's the hair. Mine looks just like yours.
Uh huh. Yeah, sometimes. Anyway, today I had the most interesting day. I went and had lunch down the street at the Carolina Hotel, which is where the U.S. Open is and all that kind of thing here in North Carolina, in Pinehurst. And it was really crazy because these people are watching the Kentucky Derby. I realized that the Kentucky Derby was not really a Southern event in my life, but for all real Southerners, I think the Kentucky Derby is a big deal because I mean these people were going off. It was like Super Bowl. I mean, it was crazy. And they all had big giant hats, and I mean it was just like in the day with the Kentucky Derby, what you could imagine it being. So next year I'm going to go early to the Kentucky Derby party, and so we should all have a Kentucky Derby party. I look forward to having parties again. How about you guys? I am burnt out with this COVID stuff. I am ready to get out, and have some fun. Anyway, well, I'm happy to talk to you guys. I love you guys, and our child spirit got all put together. Those of you who are in the online club, last Sunday was amazing. It was crazy. God gave us this new gift of hooking up our child spirit, our inner child spirit, with our heavenly child spirit, and creating one child spirit. And from that one, that's the missing link of manifestation. And who would know, right? I don't know until they tell me. And so they finally told me, and it really does work. So this was really sort of magical. And so you guys that are not in the online club, you're missing some stuff. You need to hop in the online club, and that includes my energy clearing every Wednesday, where I clear your energy off, and I also get you the spiritual gifts of the day that you clear your energies with as well. And plus, we'll do it tonight too. But this new child spirit thing was a different routine. It makes you feel very different, and it kind of takes you back to when you were a child. And I had all these crazy things happen this week, and I'll tell you about those as we go. But I had crazy things where I saw these different traumas I had when I was a kid, and they just rolled out of me. They just went away, and when they go away, you feel really, really good. And so I want all you guys to feel good. I'm happy you're here with me. I hope you got lots of questions and things because I love to answer your questions and help you out. And so, Dean, Michelle, how were you? How was your week? How you doing? Hey y'all.
Hi.
We're doing
Good.
good.
Thank you so much, Gary.
So I was at a Kentucky Derby party at the Carolina Hotel. What were you guys doing?
Oh,
I was cooking.
she was cooking, and I was setting up all your equipment for your Zoom cast tonight.
Oh, I
I was
felt
working.
you. I could feel you hating on me a little bit, just a little bit of hate there, a little bit. I could feel it.
I was hating
Yeah.
on you, and you were late. You were 35 minutes late today.
Oh God, here we go again. That thing. That's God's time, Just I
No.
just do what God tells me to do. If I didn't answer that last 300 questions sitting on the front porch of the Carolina Hotel from my old Southern Belles, I had the Southern Belles out there all around me asking me questions. It was very interesting what they had to talk about. Anyway, if I wasn't doing that, I'd been here right on the screws. But anyway, here we are. We're here now, and I appreciate you setting the equipment up, Dean. That was great. Thank you very much. Even if you didn't have to hate on me now, you could have
I
just
wasn't
done it.
hating
Yeah, right.
Thank you. Thank you for thinking of me, though, Gary, for us. I love my gift.
Oh yeah, I got you a gift. How about that?
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
cool,
Thank
right?
you.
Yeah. See, I'm very thoughtful, Dean.
Yes.
There. How's
you.
I
Tanoch? Where's
appreciate you.
I
Big
appreciate I
gift.
appreciate you. And how's Tanoch and Adriana? Where are they? They somewhere?
They're
Where are they
here.
at? They're taking a little nap. What's going on? Where are
No,
they?
we're
Hey,
here, Gary.
Adriana.
Oh, there you are. Oh my
There
God,
we
you
go.
woke up.
Yeah,
Oh,
just answering questions from people asking, "Oh, hey, where's Gary?" I
here
said,
I
"Oh,
am.
he's
I'm right
here."
here.
Yeah.
I'm right here. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. Well, I did a little bit, but I never I hadn't been anywhere in so long. It was such a new experience. I actually drove a car today. I really did. It was like pretty wild, For other people on the road, it was really wild. No, but I can drive bizarrely enough, and so I had fun. I drove down, hung out, you know, and so I thought I was being really cool. I was going to valet park in front of this big old grand hotel, and I pulled up and they said, "We don't do valet parking, sir." I went, "Oh." yeah, because I'm like, oh, okay. I really don't know how to act because see, I hadn't left the house in a year, and so if you don't get out much, you kind of go, oh, how does this work? How does this work? Michelle got me a mask. I thought my mask was really cool. I should have it here to show to you guys.
Yeah, you should show
Yeah.
it.
Well, I didn't really have a mask. I have, it's kind of weird because I don't get out, and so I don't really have a mask except, I just stay at home and work and talk to you guys. And so I had this mask that Michelle gave me, but it was sequenced. And so anyway, you'd have to see it. You would have to see it. I think it's in my bathroom back
Oh,
there.
I could show you. It's almost like this, except it's white.
What's it like? Where's it at?
Right here. Hold on, let me show you.
Oh yeah, there we go. That was great. I mean, all the old Southern belles, they were like, "Lord, where did you get your mask from?" And I was like, "Oh, Michelle gave it to me." Well, who is Michelle? Is she your other half? And I was like, I said, "No, it's kind of like she's the biggest part of me, I think. I don't know, and everybody else because she's the one that takes care of everything." So, anyway, so I'm glad you're here with me, Michelle.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
This is the one you had, except it was white.
yeah, there we are. Everybody seemed to enjoy it anyway. I'm so glad to talk to you guys tonight, and I hope you have a lot of questions about things because I want to answer them for you. And we'll talk about sort of what's going on. Interesting. Did anybody have any really different kind of things happen after you guys that were with us last Sunday? Did you guys find that whole child spirit thing pretty interesting? Did you have any changes? Anything happen to you? How did you feel afterwards? Any of you guys got anything? All night long, if you ask, just let me know. Let me know what happened with that. If you guys had some pretty interesting things, because my week was interesting. After I reunited my inner child spirit, we unlocked it. It's all locked up. I had no idea. And so, but we got the gifts to unlock our inner child spirit. And we may just go ahead and work and show you guys all that too, the guys that weren't in the online club. And I think it'll really help you because you end up joining your child spirit that's hanging out in God's lap up in heaven with your child spirit in your body. You unite the two, and then your child spirit is one, and then you are really a force to be reckoned with. So I think it's really good. Where's Judy? She here somewhere? There you are. Hey, Judy. You're in San Francisco.
Hello.
You're in San Francisco.
Hello.
What's going
Judy, you're
on?
amazing.
You are.
Yeah, still in San Francisco.
No,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, you're out there working it. You're out there working it.
Well, somebody's got to be working.
There we are.
Yes.
Come on.
No, I got my nails done this week, and there was a little girl in the nail place, and her and I were blowing bubbles together. So I
Oh.
think my child spirit merged
Okay. All
with
right.
my heaven child spirit.
And you had fun. You just had your nice sense of joy back.
Yes.
You ever notice it seems to be a bunch of people that really want to put your lights out when you got your child spirit all revved up, and fixed and you're all intact. And then people sort of hate on us, people hate on you if you're having too much fun. And so what do you do with those guys? What do you do with those guys? Because it was really interesting. So I'm at this Kentucky Derby party. I'm sitting on this grand front porch of this big, giant Southern Grand Hotel, right? And so I'm sitting there in Pinehurst, North Carolina. And you would have, 10 people would walk by and be like carrying on and high-fiving, and really having a great time. And then you'd have the one that would come by and go, well, who are you? And I would just answer and go, who are you? And so they never been asked, I don't think, who they are. And I go, no, I mean, who are you? Right. And then I would begin to tell them who they are. Well, here's what you're doing. You're doing this and this and that and the other thing. And they were like, how do you know that? I said, well, I don't know. I'm just kind of spiritually gifted, And so I had the most fun playing with these folks. It was really, really fun. And so but I really told them some useful information, I think, that helped them. And I got rid of all kinds of demons, and then I got happy. So I don't think people are just naturally miserable. I think that everybody goes, well, there's that miserable bastard over there. But I don't really think people are just naturally miserable. I think they're just possessed people. Because everybody that I kind of hung out with today, I realized that if they weren't quite right, they were just possessed by a bunch of demons and dark energies beating them up. And so, and as I cleared off the dark energies, hey, you know what? They didn't have to put up with them, and I didn't either. So for you guys, if you have crazy bosses, crazy coworkers, crazy family members, just clear their demons, and life will be easier. And if you don't know how to do that, you just say, God, give me the sword to clear people's demons with. God, give me the big sword to clear people's demons with. And you can ask for swords because every other day or every day there's a new sword. And so then you just clear around your body, clear around your town, your house, your planet. Remember to clear the planet Earth on because it's the only planet we got right now. So it's important if we want to stay on the ride. So Michelle, what's going on? We got anybody wants to talk? What we up
Yes.
to? What
Thank
we
you, Gary. As a
doing?
matter of fact, that question that you asked, if anybody had anything happen after the clearing, James actually raised his hand, and then I have a couple more people.
Would that be James?
Yeah.
Just James?
Just James.
Just James. All right.
Yes. And he also has a question.
All right, James, unmute yourself.
Hi, James.
Hey,
Hey, bud.
I had, let's see, I went to a doctor's visit and unlike usually everything went smooth. The nurses were super nice and
Great.
and stuff like that. And I found out I pretty much don't have cancer.
Hey, there we go.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Another right prediction. That's good. That's good.
Oh yeah, no, you absolutely told me that. And
And you got hot. You got hot right then when I said it. I felt you get warm right then.
Yeah.
Good.
Congratulations.
And I was going to acknowledge that, and then it slipped my mind. Isn't that something? So, and I made friends with somebody I lost like 9 years ago as a friend because of my own stuff, but also involving like this demon-possessed person you cleared out of my life.
Okay.
And so this guy's a brilliant musician, really entertaining, really funny, and it's good to have him back in my life, you know.
Well, I see, you know what? I see your child spirit in you. I see it. You have, I don't know how to say it. Doesn't he have a cute smile, you guys? I mean, your smile is infectious. And no, it's true. It's true. I can feel it.
I was all paranoid because I got all upset with the red tape and what I perceived as red tape in the Sparkle crew. I thought everybody's annoyed with me because I was being
No, you're fine. We love you, James.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But anyway, but I love your smile.
Thank you. And she needs to know how to get to sleep easier. Rachel here.
Okay. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Stick your head in here. Hey, girl. You got a few little dark energies in your shoulders and neck. I don't know if they hurt or not. You know. Yeah, they do. Okay. Speak up a little bit. And so, but I'm just clearing it off right now. Okay. And you have a few entities in there. These entities look like kind of like porcupines. And I'm just peeling those out of your body. And there we are. And there we are. And then I see another entity that's hovering above you that actually keeps you awake. And you'll wake up sometimes a little bit startled, or right about the time you start to fall asleep, you'll jump like, And so, but there we are. I cleared all that mess off. You'll be able to sleep now. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good. All righty.
Thank you, Gary.
Hey, you're welcome. I appreciate you.
Awesome.
Thanks, James. I appreciate it. And I'm glad you got your child spirit back and everybody's treating you good. I noticed that. I noticed people treat me better when I got my child spirit all intact,
Yeah.
And it was
You
just
gotta lay low or else the haters do come out.
yeah. Well, it's hard for me to lay low if I go out, but
So I don't know. What?
oh, we'll work on it. I love you. Take care, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel.
Guys.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I say congratulations on the good news, James.
That's great news.
That's great news. That's
Awesome.
great news. Yeah.
We got more people that had some stuff happen to them.
Okay, cool. What happened? Tell me what happened.
Let's go to Linda Caravia. Linda. Yeah.
Okay, Linda, unmute
Hey,
yourself,
girl.
please.
Hey, honey. How are you?
I'm just great. How are you?
Really good. What happened? What happened when we got your child spirit inside of you unlocked and united with your child spirit that hangs out in God's lap up in heaven?
So this week I had some abundance happen, which I had things kind of in the pipeline as far as ideas and creativity and all that. And it just like whoosh, all happened this week.
All at one time.
All at one time. It was really, really good.
You see, that's the thing. See, this child spirit thing that we're talking about, guys, and the more you're aware of it, you acknowledge it, and you're thankful for it, and you thank your child spirit, which is your purest part of you that's connected with God Himself and heavenly hierarchy. The more you really kind of embellish that connection, and you're aware of it, and you have your sense of joy, and instead of having your sense of not joy, you want to have your sense of real joy. And the more you acknowledge the oneness, the better it works. I figured that out, and especially with the energy of appreciation. And so, I mean, if you ever think about it, your little child spirit, a little kid, you give them a little toy or something, they are like, oh my God. They act like Michelle. It's like, oh my God, look what I have. It's the best thing in the world. It's the biggest thing in the world. And so if we act that same way, not a bad way to go. And so if you ask for abundance, the abundance that would not come to you once you get your child spirit united, it'll actually show up, because that was a missing link. And so, and a little later tonight in the show, I'm going to go ahead and show all you guys how to reunite your child spirit. And for you guys that were even that are in the online club and were with me on the last Sunday, where we went through the webinar, and this was all we did all day long, is just get ourselves connected back up. This is the connection where the rubber meets the road. This is the connection where things connect and happen, as it did for you. So you got abundance. You've been asking or working on abundance, and it just showed up.
It really did. So I'm cleaning up my massage room right now, and I created a gua sha tool and something in my industry. And I placed a big order, which costs a lot of money. And then all of a sudden, all these people started, like other massage therapists, acupuncturists, a chiropractor, like all these people started buying my tool. And I'm like, oh, that was fun. Like, creating is really fun.
And it worked.
It worked. And
Yeah.
actually, during your walk around your property,
Right.
I imagined myself there, like offering, like at a retreat, because you kept talking about a retreat, and I was like,
Yeah, we're going to do a physical retreat right here at my house. Yes.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I could do a massage there, because I do it with these silks underneath the table. And anyway, I was like, oh, I could probably figure this out. And I had this whole thing happen in my mind. And so anyway, it was like,
well, we'll do that. We'll absolutely do that. I got one garden that's a really beautiful garden, and this week they just got the fountain working, which is great. If you've got fountains, you always have to get them working, because they'll break, And so we have this beautiful Asian garden, and it's got a giant. What is that thing? It's a red tree, a red maple, Japanese maple. There, I got it. Yay, finally. And it's this beautiful Japanese maple, and it's ancient. It's very old, and so it's this great garden. It's very tucked away, and that's a great place to do outside massages. And so,
it would be so fun.
You can heal some folks.
Your place is amazing.
Thank you. Well, here's what you do. And you guys can do this with your place, no matter where it is. If it's in the city, it's an apartment, whatever. God said, well, create heaven on earth. I asked him years ago, well, how do you go about that, God? How do you go about creating a heaven? You created a lot of heavens, but if we just say we want to create heaven here on earth, how do we do that? And he said, well, you start with a garden. So you guys, you can buy a plant. Just get a plant. And appreciate that plant like there's no tomorrow. And then you might buy 2 plants or 3 plants or whatever. But then you have a sense of taking care of something. Like, I would say God probably certainly has that sense of taking care of us. And we have to take care of ourselves. But if you take care of even just take care of a little plant, and then you'll end up having more than one plant, or maybe 100 plants, and then you may have another garden, and then you may have another garden. And but in these gardens, wherever you call your garden, it's really, really easy to manifest your heaven on earth. And so your heaven on earth will just show up. And so that's important. How do you create a heaven? Well, you start with a garden, and then you go from there. But anyway, well, I'm glad this week was great for you. I'm so happy.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm so happy.
I'm just cleaning up my massage space. That was a great day. Like, it feels.
Where are you? What city?
I'm in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
And it just feels like, I think since this class, there's something about like, all of a sudden things are a little like more fun.
Yeah,
right? Like creating the tool is a little bit more fun. Like working today is a little bit more fun. Like, I mean, I love my job and everything.
But isn't that really what life's about? Is having a little bit more fun.
A little bit more fun.
Hey, I love you. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right?
I love you, Gary.
Hey, come and see me. I'll come see you.
I
Thanks.
will. I love it.
Anyway, who we got, Michelle? I love that.
Okay,
And
cool.
it works like that. It really does. You know, I like all this week. Michelle and Dina with me in North Carolina right now, and I seen them running around, and so is Tenoch and Adriana, and everybody's been running around just having fun. And sometimes I go to sleep a little bit earlier than everybody, maybe an hour earlier, and what happens? I listen to the laughter. And these guys just laugh.
We do.
You know, and I do
Who's got 2,
too.
3 in the morning laughing?
It's so much fun.
Yeah, they're funny. Oh my God. And I'm funny. I find myself. And so find you a little bunch of people, don't matter who they are, and find somebody that likes to laugh, and then just hang out and laugh. And so that's what you do. Hey, Darlene from Ojai, I see you. Hey, girl. I see a lot of my friends. And so, hey, Jesse, what up? And so there's like, hey, Freddie, what's happening? You know, Tony in Hollywood. You know, let's talk to Tony in Hollywood for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Tony Mobile.
Yeah, because he had a very interesting thing when we were doing the whole child spirit hookup. I remember I was like, wow, this is crazy, you know. And so, Tony, how you been feeling? How you doing?
What up, Gary?
Hey, everything good?
I'm good, not too bad. It's been a long, busy week, but I can't complain.
Oh, did you see anything different or feel anything different? How did you feel?
Maybe the first couple days, and then the end of the week, it just sort of went downhill.
You know why? Let me tell you why. When you have a major energy breakthrough, your break is just what it says. You're breaking through a dark dimension or many multiple dark dimensions. And when you break through these dark dimensions, you have to clear the residue. There's a residue, and the residue will end up being a little pile of darkness and then a bigger pile of darkness. And then pretty soon you're underneath the darkness. So it's very important you meditate, guys. And this is so important. All you guys always remember this. When you have a major breakthrough energetically, spiritually, you want to always ask God for the sword to clear the residue with. And that's the residue of dark energies. Sometimes I see a lot of dark energy without form. What does that mean? That means you killed the demon, but there's still a demon carcass laying there. In other words, like there's dark energy. That's what demons are made of. And see, a lot of times people don't really realize that little piece of spiritual science, but it's true. So, Tony, I want you to, there's a certain gift that I want you to say, give me the gifts to clear my dark residue energy. Please, God.
Angels, God, please give me the gifts to clear my dark residue.
Okay. And now raise your hand up. Just raise your hand up in the air. There we go. Raise it up in the air. Now there. Oh, now you got these swords. There are multiple swords and they're in a circle like a wagon wheel. Now clear all around you. Just clear all around you. There we go. There we go. And now it's just what I see. And I see the angel Michael showing up, and he puts all this darkness in a bag and he takes it away. And there he goes. And he just took it away. How do you feel?
It's hot.
Hot, right?
I got sweaty, like.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. So there we go. That's a big spiritual trick, you guys. That's a spiritual trick. Every one of you guys need to remember, when you get really good at clearing your energy, you have to then clear the residue of the dark energy, or you will get buried. And that's what happened with Tony, because he had this major breakthrough when, you know, on last Sunday, and it was really magical. And I saw you go so bright when your little child spirit hooked up with your spirit, your child spirit up in heaven on God's lap, the one inside you. And so what happens is he had to unlock the child spirit within his heart, within his body that was in a little cage, and then they reunited. And when they did, it was like totally amazing. And the one child spirit, it was really, really cool, because the one little child spirit up in heaven told your little child spirit down here, it said, I remember, and it said, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, you know. And so, and you said when you were little, you had a hard time with the R's.
So I asked my mom about that, and she said, yeah. And I just remember when I was in 2nd and 3rd grade, I had to see a speech pathologist because I couldn't pronounce my R's.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Don't be afraid. And when it was so precious and so sweet, Adriana and Tenoch told me that they both started bawling, like crying. So Adriana, Tenoch, you guys are here. Where you at? Where you at?
I didn't start crying, Gary. That was just Adriana.
Oh, Adriana started. So you didn't cry, Tenoch?
He
No.
cried. He told me the story. He cried.
No.
He started crying when we told the story again. He goes, stop, I can't stop, And so because it was that healing for you, Tenoch actually tapped into it, and Adriana. And I think Adriana was probably just crying because Tenoch was. But anyway, it was like, but it really was very touching. And it touched a lot of people's hearts. And so don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid. And so that's really cool. Great story from your mom. Tell your mom hi. I love her. Okay.
Will do, Gary.
Yeah, and you got a question. What's your question? You got something. What is it?
My question. So lately, I'm having a really tough time meditating. My mind just I cannot.
Well, the reason you were buried.
Okay.
It would be like, have a bunch of rubble on you. So you have to ask for the spiritual gift to get rid of the dark rubble, and that's all it was.
Okay.
Now you'll see that you'll be able to see crazy good. You'll be able to meditate crazy good. So anyway, there we go. Hey, thanks, buddy. Love you. Take care.
Love you too.
Thanks, Tony.
That was neat. That was good. I've been waiting to have one of those. Because I keep on going, I got to make sure that I tell people to get rid of the residue, the dark energies that bury you once you get unburied, and then they'll bury you back just with a big old pile of dark. And so you have to clear the residue, and then you'll stay all straightened up. And so, did you know that, Michelle? You knew that.
I remember you showed me that. You told me how to do that.
Oh, good. There we go. There we go.
All the time.
Perfect. Who we got? Let's talk.
Oh,
Let's talk
thank you. I still got two more people that want to tell you their story after their clearing. So let's go to Geode Rocks. She said she has a child spirit story for us.
Oh, good.
All right, Gio, I'm going to unmute you, but you have to turn on your video also, please.
Oh, yes. Please, when you guys can, please turn your camera on. Thank you. Geode Rocks.
Okay, they're not unmuting themselves.
Geode. If not, we can go to the next person.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to Lisa Diaz.
All right.
Hey, Lisa. Lisa also has a story.
She's my buddy.
Hey, Lisa.
I love her.
Okay, Lisa.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, girl. How are you?
I'm good. I think after the clearing, some childhood trauma came up because I was asking, a lot of stuff has been coming to me, Gary. A lot of stuff I've been manifesting has been like, boom, 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 coming in.
Really fast, right?
Yeah, and then
just shows up.
Yeah, it's been just clicking into place,
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
And some of the things were kind of lagging behind, and I was like, well, what's going on with my health? And I started getting these visions of some traumas that I had forgot about. And I was telling my son, and he was like, Mom, I had a dream that a child was being abused when they were younger. And I had never told him that story. And he told me. So I was like, oh my God, that's the confirmation. Something came up.
Yeah. Well, what happens is when you have your child spirit straightened out, your child spirit many times will really absorb traumas. And that can affect you for all of your life, or all of your life until you get rid of the trauma. And so this whole thing with reuniting your locked up child spirit that's locked deep inside you, freeing it up, and let's just do it. Let's just do it right now, guys. Let's just do it. Okay. Let me say, what are they telling me? They're telling me go. I'm listening to 3 angels at one time. Okay, I'm going to do it with you, and then we're going to do it on several people, okay? And so ask God for the key to unlock your child spirit, okay?
God, please give me the key to unlock my child spirit.
Okay, raise your hand up. There's a little gold key, and you got half of a gold key because you got half of your child spirit out of jail, and now put it in your heart, turn it, put it in your heart and turn it. Okay, now put it in your head and turn it.
Get out of here.
There we go.
Ruining my vibe.
There we go. There we go. See how you got. There we go. Now see how you got really hot, and now your child spirit was in a little cage, but you had half of it in there, and you'd released half of it, and the part that you didn't release was the half that had all the traumas, and now that one floated up to God's lap with your heavenly child spirit, and your heavenly child spirit put a little crown on your head. And then God united your 2 child spirits, your earthly one and your heavenly one, as one. And now you're really about to catch on fire. Feel how hot you got?
I'm hot. My head is wide open.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And so now you'll find that those things that were blocked and not happening as fast as the other things will be unblocked and they'll happen. Okay?
Oh my God,
So,
thank you.
yeah, and it's
So
like you can
light.
breathe. Yeah, feel like you can breathe, you feel light.
Yes.
Look, guys, look at her eyes. Look how bright her eyes are. It's crazy. Different eyes now.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. I love you. I'll talk
Thank
to
you.
you.
I love you.
All right. All right. Take care. That was crazy. And so that lets me know, that's the first one of those I've seen. And to where I realized that you could actually only get your child spirit halfway out of jail inside of you. And that's because the traumas have got your little child spirit blocked and stuck. And so interesting. So you might have to do it more than one time. And so there we go. So yeah, this is a brand new thing. I've only been doing it for a week and it's pretty amazing. And so, and I see a lot of you guys walking along with us when we did that. And I feel you're really, really warm. It feels good. Now your feet are pretty hot. Everybody feel your feet warm? You feel that, Michelle?
Yep.
Yeah, a little crazy, huh? And so
Yeah.
I know my little child spirit is doing all kinds of stuff this week, and it was really crazy when my dad and my mom, my dad gave me quite a few traumas because he was treacherous sometimes, and my mom was a saint, and so anyway, I had a few childhood traumas from my dad, and it was interesting because this week he actually came to visit me, right? And I talk to my mom all the time, but I don't see a whole lot of him, but he came to visit, and he came to visit me in a dream, and he handed me a harmonica, right? And I play many different instruments, but the harmonica is not one of them, and he gave me this harmonica and he wanted me to play a song. And my father was a world-class harmonica player. He actually won the world champion harmonica event, which was the Union Grove Fiddlers Convention, which was the world champion fiddlers convention. And my dad won it every year he participated because he was a freak of nature, harmonica player. He was amazing. And so anyhow, so somebody was cleaning up my mess in my get ready room, and they opened this one drawer, and I looked in there in this drawer, and I saw one of my dad's harmonicas, right, that I had just kind of kept for memorabilia, and I opened it and I picked it up, and to my surprise, this is one of the freakiest things I ever saw me do. I could play it, and I don't play the harmonica. Right? So I'm walking around the house playing all these tunes, right, Dean? And so you hear it.
Yeah, I had to unmute myself.
Oh, that's okay.
All of a sudden, I heard the harmonica, and I'm like, oh, somebody's here. And I turned around and went in the room, and there's Gary playing the harmonica. And I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't know you played it. I said, I knew his dad played it because I knew his dad, when he was alive. And I said, well, I knew your dad played. He goes, I didn't play. Now I play. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but I was playing all these songs my dad played. Quite well, and so for me that was one of the freakiest things I ever seen me do, and I was blown away, right? But he came to me and he actually gave me the gift of playing the harmonica, and so I'm going to practice a little bit and I'll play y'all a tune. All right. And so, because I can do it, I can really do it. And so it was really crazy for me to realize this. And so anyway, so all these weird things are possible these days. It just sound freakishly, that's not going to happen. Yeah, but it does. And so in the spiritual dimensions of heaven, anything and everything is possible. So as earth turns into a heaven, anything and everything is possible. And you guys have to believe that, know that, live that, and you'll find it will be. So that's cool. That's good. Who else? Do we have anybody else have stuff go on that's talking about it?
Thank you. Well, let's go to Aya Asmir. She said she had something happen.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Aya. Thank you.
Hi, Gary. Hi, Michelle. Hi, guys.
Hey, look at you. You're all gifted up. I remember I talked to you last week, and I'm blown away because of how naturally gifted you are. And so good to talk to you. And so what's your nationality? I keep asking you. Where are you from?
I'm Mexican and Puerto Rican, but I'm from Minnesota.
You have this native energy though. So I don't know what this native,
I think you told me last week it was Mayan.
I think so. It feels like that to me. See, now you felt warm when you said it, so that means that's what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, because when every time I tap into your energy, I know I'm talking to somebody of a native culture. You know, it could be Native American, it could be Native Mexican, it could be mine, it could be Inca, it could be, Polynesian, it could be whatever. But
Right.
native cultures are so much more gifted than usually white folk are. So I don't know why, that old saying. Yeah, I can't say. Is that racial profiling? Did I make a mistake now, saying white people can't dance? I mean, what did I do, Dean?
No,
Am I in
no.
trouble yet?
I
No.
think it's
Anyway.
okay because you're white. I think
I
you
still
can do
believe in
that.
freedom of
Yeah.
speech.
Oh, okay, white folk.
We're
Anyway.
all friends here. It's okay.
All right. Anyway, and but I think that your cultures just, maybe it was not a long, long time ago that you guys really were in that, vibration of knowing and being, and
Mm.
you survived because of your natural intuitive abilities and your natural spiritual abilities. Where, how did you not get sick and or die? You healed each other. What a
Yeah.
concept, right? And so.
That's honestly crazy to hear you say that. Yeah.
Right. No, but I
Yeah.
think so. I think so. I really think so. Like I work with a lot of Hmong people from Minnesota, and I think Hmongs are the most gifted people I've ever seen. I mean, they come to me a lot of times. I said, "Hey, I should go to you," because because they really have beautiful, beautiful, light. Native Americans, same thing, and so Native Polynesians. I see freaks of nature when I read those guys, and like of the islands, like Michelle is incredibly spiritually gifted,
Mm.
and so is Tanoj, so is Adriana. Somehow Dean and I got thrown into that mix where we are. I don't know how that happened, but we are. And so,
It was an accident.
yeah. No, actually, my grandma. I actually had a grandma that was Cherokee, and so she was
Okay.
Indian, and but sometimes that'll happen, but everybody can learn how to be spiritually gifted. Some people are naturally gifted because it's in their genetics. You're a person that has amazing gifts in your genetics, and as you unlock those as you go, you were gonna freak out at what happened. So, anyways, tell me what happened. Was this after the clearing? Was this after Sunday or the workshop, or when was this?
Yes, it was after not last Saturday, but I believe the Saturday before we spoke. I did, you did ask us to kind of gain our child spirits back and ask God and our angels for them. And I noticed mine kind of like came out, and it felt like there were a few of them and they were playing with God. I felt like one of them was in his arms, the other one was kind of like dancing around him, the other one was just sitting on his lap. Um, and I would just wanted to say, the more and more I've been coming to these clearings, the more and more I've been feeling intuitive. I always kind of considered myself to be like an intuitive medium. My mom was very treacherous to me as well. So before I escaped her, I would have intuitive, like deja vu almost, of when she would like attempt to appear or try to sabotage me in ways like I felt it coming and I knew she was coming, and it would kind of help me prepare. And once I kind of healed my child spirits, I noticed I could heal people. And also I want to. It's almost as if like, for example, the day of the George Floyd closing arguments, I woke up really early that morning and I couldn't sleep, and I was just watching the trial, and it was just like all these flux of emotions, and something was just like, you need to clear the energy around you. A lot of times I feel like random beings or places pop into my mind.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see that all the time, and so what you were clearing that day, you were clearing all the negativity around the trial, and on both sides,
Mhm.
and so if you call it a
That's what it
side,
is. Yeah.
and so even though you guys may have a team, like you're choosing your team, and damn that other team, and I'm going to choose my
Mhm.
team, and damn that other team, and they're going to choose their team, and they're going to go damn me. Clear both sides.
Mhm.
When you clear energy, clear both sides. Clear the people that you call the other people. Clear the
Right.
other people. And see, here's the problem on the planet Earth. Everybody's joining sides, and
Mhm.
which is ridiculous. And so, kind of, I mean, not that there's not sides to, you may have a theory that may make a lot of sense to you, or to me and
Right.
to everybody, but you want to clear all the negativity around all the different little teams that are popping up. And when you do that, that's what your job is. When
Mhm.
you're a healer, you heal everybody you can. Don't matter what team they're on. Just heal them. You see,
Realizing
and
we are all one.
yeah, and so that's the only way it
Mhm.
works is in oneness, and and that's hard to do down here on this little planet Earth because we're a bunch of arguing crazy people, and so you
Yes.
want to. We all got something going on in our little heads here, like we think we know, and so but you want to
Mhm.
just clear the other team as well, and I see you doing that, and I think you're beautiful. Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you. See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Okay, I cleared you
Okay.
off. All right.
Thank you. I actually had a question, if
Oh,
that's okay.
hit it quick.
Yeah. Um, my question was regarding my boyfriend. A lot of times, like weird things happen to him, like out of his control, like almost as if he's like an unlucky person.
Hmm.
Um, and it's been happening since before we've met, and I've done my best to
I
clear
can see what it
him.
is. He actually had a grandmother that was treacherous.
Okay.
Okay, somewhere way
Towards
back.
him or in the mind.
Towards everything. And so
Okay.
there was an older lady. It could be an auntie, but I think it's a grandma. It's somebody way back, right? And she played with sort of the dark arts, if you
Mm.
would. And so what's his nationality?
African American.
Okay, well, whoever this is played sort of with the dark arts, which is,
Okay.
many times can be, and so I'm going to clear that off, and so
Thank
because
you.
I do see a dark energy that's around him, and this, like you have your spiritual gifts genetically.
Hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
he has the mojo from hell genetically, and this
Oh,
come
wow.
from this come from Grandma Voodoo, whoever that was. It could be Grandma, great grandma, but it's somewhere back there. And she would get in these little battles, little spiritual warfare battles, and so
Hmm.
somebody put the mojo on her, and it kept on going. And
Oh,
that's
wow.
that's what you call a generational curse. I usually don't even acknowledge that,
Hmm.
but I see this being really true. And so I just cleared everything off of him. And so can you see
Thank
all that
you.
stuff flying off of him? It looks
Yeah.
it looks like it looks like seriously like bats flying out of a cave.
Just that's what I was gonna say. It's just like a whole bunch of like uh thin black just
Going
flying
away.
all over the place.
Right. And
Yeah.
so, but that's all. And that's what a generational curse looks like when you get rid of it. It looks like crazy darkness flying. And so,
Hmm.
he'll feel a lot better. Okay.
Thank you. I
All right.
appreciate it.
Good luck. He'll have some good luck now. Okay.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Tell him to meditate.
Okay, I will.
All right.
Love
Make it.
you. Thank
Love you
you.
too. Take care, honey. That's
Bye-bye.
crazy.
Thank you, Aya.
No mo
Thank
mojo.
you.
Yeah, we got rid of the mojo there. Mojos do exist, guys. They really do. I mean, a lot of times people will say, "I've had a curse put on me." I went to Madame Lasagna, fortune teller, and she said I had a curse, and she was going to remove it for the mere price of 100 million zillion dollars. I go, "No, you're being hustled. You don't have no curse on you. Madame Lasagna is hustling you." So that happens. But now sometimes I look at people and I go, yeah, you do. You do really have a dark energy on you that came from way back in your family, or either it came from you made someone angry, or you stole their husband or boyfriend or whatever, and they went and paid, Madame Voodoo to put the spell on you. And there's different cultures that have different things. Where Dean's from, he's from the swamps of Louisiana, so he's from Cajun country, and so down there you guys call it juju.
Yeah, juju, voodoo. Yeah,
Mhm.
my grandma used to do it.
Did she?
Yeah.
So you had a grandma voodoo too? The grandma
Yeah,
juju.
yeah, she used to do things. I don't know what she was doing. She would like sometimes if she needed something to happen, she would like cut a potato, bury it in the ground. She would say something. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Oh, when that potato rots, this will happen." I'm like, "Okay." I was young. I didn't pay
Oh,
much attention to it.
look at that. That's crazy. You never even told me that story. I never heard that. Wow.
I
So you
never
got,
heard of it either.
yeah, he
I
keeps
cast
him.
spells on you all the time. That's why.
Yeah. I wonder where all my potatoes went. I used to have a lot of potatoes in the drawer. Now I don't have any potatoes. All right. There we are. He'll be cutting up. Michelle, when you see him cutting up a potato, he's not peeling it. Okay. That's it. And Michelle, you are Filipino. Your family's Filipino. You're pretty much your whole family. Everybody that I know in your family is spiritually gifted. They're psychic as can be. Your nephew Storm is what I would call a spiritual genius.
Yeah.
And so when he was just a little kid, he could see God as clear as he could see me, and so he was so gifted. And I remember we had him at a spiritual retreat, and we played the little game, stick the kid in the middle of the room and ask him what God thinks. And so remember that? I don't know if you remember that retreat, but he was
I
just,
remember.
he would say, well, God told me to tell you guys and blah, 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 and it sounded like we were talking to like Yoda or something.
I
And so
think
here's
Judy
this
was
little,
there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what was it?
I think Judy was there when she
Oh
was-
yeah. Yeah, it was crazy to see, but you have this little 9 or 10-year-old kid or whatever. And he was just really a freak of nature because he simply could talk to God. And so I had shown him earlier on a lot of things and how to, I didn't show him how to see God. I made him realize he was seeing God. And so he could see God, he could talk to his angels, and he had the wisdom of the ages in heaven inside of him, and he still does. And so, so different cultures will have that, and so that's kind of cool. That's really cool. Who we got?
Thank you. Thanks, Gary. So can we do one more follow-up with Mario Marino and
Oh,
his
cool.
niece?
All righty.
So I
Okay.
think this is exciting.
Good.
Mario Marino. Hi, Mario.
Hey, Mario, unmute yourself.
Hey everyone, how are you?
Hi.
Hey, good, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. I send everybody love and healing.
Hey, I feel it. My hands got warm. My feet got hot.
He's
Thank
so-
you.
Great.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
How's
So,
how's your niece? What's happening?
yeah, so that's one of the things. Just that lately she's been healing. So I credit
Good.
that to you and everybody here. She's in the Philippines. She was diagnosed, for people who don't know, she was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy and pneumonia.
Right.
And a couple of weeks ago, we did a prayer together on this tapping in, and she was doing really bad at first, and after you cleared her and everybody prayed for her, she's just been recovering well throughout the weeks.
Oh,
So
awesome.
how does she
Awesome.
look from your eyes now, Gary?
Well,
That's her a couple days ago.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Fantastic.
Baby Monza.
Wow. Baby Mansa?
Oh, she's beautiful.
Monza. Yeah, Monza Moreno. And
Wow.
Cebu.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Well, when I look at her, it was very easy. She had a little darkness on the top of her head. I got rid of it, and a little bit of dark energies flowing through her spine. And I'm asking God to please help me figure it out. And so he's adding a drop of holy water. God sometimes will show up, guys, with a little medicine dropper, and he drops a drop of rainbow looking holy water, and he just did that inside of her cerebral fluid, and that's the brain fluid inside of her brain that your brain floats in, and it's a little tainted, it's a little odd, and so he just dropped a drop of this healing holy water from his little medicine dropper, and it went through all of her spine and her head and her brain, and now I just see her looking really bright, and then I get a vision of heaven pulling the curtains. That means, okay, you guys, you did your part, we're going to do ours now. And that's what happens. Sometimes when you're healing someone or they're in the hospital or whatever, and there's certain pieces that we can add from this angle, from this dimension, the physical dimension where we live right here, and then we do our job, and then heaven will be, get out. We got it. And so I think she's got amazing prayers, and I certainly say another big prayer for her now, and I'm sure everybody else does. You know, we want her to get okay, but her cerebral fluid was a little tainted. I don't know if they've got that down. That's a little hard to figure out or diagnose without doing a spinal tap, and they probably don't want to torture her anymore. But she's got a little bit of something going on within her cerebral fluid, and that's the fluid that your brain floats in, and it flows around your spine, your spinal cord, and comes back around your brain. It kind of circulates, and she had some inflammation kind of messing that flow up, and it seems like that this holy water that God dropped into her is going to sort that out and help it. If you might notice, a lot of you guys feel warm in your shoulders and warm in your neck. There was a block on that spinal fluid, and now it's not there anymore. I see it breaking loose, and I feel her feeling herself. I feel her feeling her feet. You might notice your feet are hot. I feel her feeling her fingers. You might notice your hands are hot, now your face. And so all that's going on with her. And so, hey, lots of love to you, buddy. Lots of love.
Thank you, Gary.
Hey,
Did you see
thank
your
you.
grandparents that passed away? Her grandmother's Mila, she passed away, and her grandfather's Peter.
They said
Are
they're
they-
there. They said they're there. Because we're here, we're here. But they're almost saying it in an argumentative way. I don't know if you knew them. But they're like, we're here, you know. And so they're very much there. And so family is family. Family, you know, you Filipinos are like a real cliquish bunch, clannish bunch. You know, I know from Michelle, boy, if you piss off one of you, you got the whole crowd on your hands. So it's like, it's sort of like you guys take care of each other. You guys, I mean, and that's really what family's all about. And I think a lot of times, you know, we've lost our sense of appreciation of family. And that's one of the things we all need to really get back. You know, they may be, all your family could be a bunch of idiots, but that's your idiots. So, you know, endure it. I mean, even my father, you know, and he was treacherous when he was alive. And so he came back and taught me how to play the harmonica this week. So yippee-okay. Who knows how this is going to end? We'll see. Anyway, but I forgave him for everything. And so forgive your family members, even the ones that you would call bad. They're just possessed crazy people. That's all it is. Kill their demons. It gets easier. But I see her. She's looking good. She's glowing right now. She's really glowing. Thanks, Mario. Love you, buddy.
Thanks to everybody. Thank you.
Thanks.
Love you.
Thank you for getting my dad's book.
Yes, it's great. I'm checking it out. Very stoked. Read her book.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you
My
for
spine is so hot. My back is so hot. I don't know if you guys feel that. My lower back is hot. My whole spine is really warm. And so this is pretty amazing stuff. I can feel this little girl getting better. And so, wow, that's a crazy feeling. Yay. Can you feel that, guys? Can you, Dean, can you and Michelle feel that? That's crazy.
I feel it in my legs.
You do? Yeah.
I feel it right here going down like almost like my cerebral flow. You know how you were talking about that, how the cerebral flow goes through?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever felt quite the feeling of so comfortable. This will sound crazy, with my neck and my back and my, you know, it's a different feeling. I have a sense of my sense of touch with my fingers is different right now. So very different. I'm just empathing this little girl. Get better, girl. Anyway, we love you. Who are we talking to?
Yay, thank you so much. Okay, let's go to Nancy Swenson, please. Nancy Swenson. Thanks for being so patient, Nancy.
Would that be Nancy S? I guess it would be.
Yes. I think so.
Okay, I hope so.
Unless it's Nancy Sekizawa.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Michelle, what are you?
Yes, unmute yourself.
Michelle, what are you cooking?
Oh, I'm cooking Filipino food. I cooked chicken adobo, chicken tinola, chicken sopas, and chicken afritada with Tenoch's help with his delicious rice.
Oh my God, that's the best rice in the world.
Yeah.
That's the craziest rice. I mean, you know, like all the different cultures eat rice. Everybody eats rice, right? And so Tenoch, you got to tell us how to cook the rice. You know, this is important. We're going to get Tenoch's rice recipe here in just a second. Who are we talking to?
Oh yes, Nancy.
Nancy.
It's not Nancy?
No, it's not Nancy. Who is it? Okay. Well, you guys find somebody, and I'm gonna talk to Tenoch about how to make this amazing rice and tell everybody.
No.
This is your mother's recipe.
Oh, give it away.
I can't give it away unless I have her permission.
Well, all right. She says it's fine. I got a vision. Anyway, go ahead.
I have to give her a call first. We'll see if I can give it away.
You got to give. Okay, let me see if I can do it. Okay. Here's what you do, guys. Here's what you do. You first of all, you get a blender.
Oh, you're giving it away anyway?
I'm going to see if I can do it.
Give it away anyways. Oh my God.
Let me see if I got it. If you can just say maybe, maybe not, maybe. Okay. So
you started right with the blender.
So you get a blender and you blend up one of those little things of chicken broth. Okay. Or in my case, I like making my own chicken broth. So I simply boil down some chicken thighs with the skin on. That makes a wonderful broth. And so you use the broth. I have no idea the quantity, but you just use some broth. And I usually psychically figure it out. So here's how you psychically figure out things when you're cooking. You think about it and you go, okay, I'm going to use this container of broth. Is that enough? And if your hands don't get a little warm and you don't feel a little tingly, that means it's not enough. And you put some more and you go, angels, let me know. Let me know when it's enough broth. And then when your hands get warm, you'll go, there we are. That's the right amount. So there you go. And then you put the broth in, and then you in the blender, and then you put in some garlic. And it's really good if you use the fresh garlic, even though I cheat and buy the kind in the big jar that somebody else has chopped up. you know, because I'm always in a hurry. But Tenoch actually took his time, and Adriana. And so, how am I doing? Pretty good, right? See, you're not telling your mother's recipe. I am. So you haven't betrayed. And so then you grind it up in the blender, and maybe put a little salt in it. You know, get it to like a nice flavor. And then you take the rice and you boil it in this. No, you fry the rice. When do you fry it? You got to tell us how.
Oh man, yeah. You fry it first. You fry
Okay.
the dry rice first.
You fry it. Okay, you fry it. And what do you fry it in? You fry it in a little olive oil, or what do you do?
Olive oil, canola oil, avocado oil, whatever oil you
If
have.
you're in the South, butter. Anyway, butter.
Olive
So
oil.
butter makes everything good. And so, but anyway, so you fry the rice dry.
Yes.
Okay.
Get a little brown, a little golden color.
Okay, a little golden color rice. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Then you
you
add the mixture of the chicken stock with the garlic,
yep.
and that's it. And there you go.
And then you make your rice. You just boil it up, and this is the best rice, guys. You have never ate rice like this before. And so this is amazing rice. And so anyway, there's your secret to making amazing rice. You heard it here. And we stole the recipe from Tenoch's mother.
Oh,
Right? I love it. I love it. Tell your mom
she'll
thank
be
you.
happy. Yeah, she'll be happy that people, if they try and they love it, she'll be very happy.
Yeah, well, everybody's going to love it because I'm not a crazy rice eater. I like rice, you know, sometimes, but oh, you know, I mean, like every night I've been going to Noach, you make some of that rice, and he goes, you know how to do it yourself. Anyway, so but it's really good, and so we're having fun eating Tenoch's and Adriana's amazing food, and you got some other little secrets, and this is like you guys have been fixing me these wonderful Mexican dishes that are fantastic, you know. And tomorrow I'm having Filipino food from Michelle and your rice. So it couldn't get better from there. That's perfect.
Absolutely.
Anyway, that's good. You know, I always love cooking for people. And I just now realized I love it if other people cook for me. You know, finally, my child spirit got all hooked up, and now I got good karma, and I got people feeding me instead of me always having to feed everybody. And so, perfect. Well, so who we got, guys? Who we talking to?
Thank you, Gary. Since I called Melissa, let's go to Melissa.
All right.
Okay, Melissa, unmute yourself. There you go.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hey, girl. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm really good. Really, really good. I like you. You guys are great. You have a great vibration. You know, you have a really good vibe, a big
I was
heart.
wondering if you could tell me what's going to happen with my life and my marriage.
Hmm. Is this your husband? That's good. So that's good. So, you know, well, you have a very handsome husband and you're beautiful. So, what I see is there's a dark energy that's incredibly aggressive, and it's messing with couples. Okay. And this is sort of something I pointed out. And it's so important that I get rid of these dark energies, okay? And then you'll find you're going to be okay. Can I do that?
Yes,
You
please.
you want to just get healed up?
Yes, please.
Okay. You want him to get healed up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's good. Well, he's amazing. He's got a beautiful heart. And he's a love bug. And so, he loves you. He's got a good heart and sometimes a bad head. And so it happens to us all, you know. And so, but he's good. And so you believe in him. And what happens is sometimes when your belief gets rattled, everything gets rattled. And so you gotta dig deep and so let me clear these entities I see in you and the entities I see in him. And there we go. And I just peeled them off and it looks good. There we go. And I'm pulling all the darkness out of you and your heart, and I'm pulling all the dark energies away from him. And there we go. And there we go. And I'm pulling also, you got, you know, are you close with your mother? How you do with your mother?
I'm good with my mom.
Right. Sometimes she gets mad a little bit. And I'm going to clear this dark energy. It seems like she's angry and it affects your anger. And so, does that make any sense a little bit? And she gets...
For him.
For him.
I think that's his mom.
Oh, maybe so. But I see this angry mom, and I see these projections, and so, and it's like a all possessed type of a thing, and so, but I'm clearing those off. There we go, and I'm clearing these demons off that are reptilian alien demons. And I know that sounds like I'm a whack job when I say the word alien, but they do exist. They're somewhat they mess people up. Basically, it causes people to hate each other that love each other. And so, and I'm going to get rid of those. I just did. See how hot you got, especially in your back? Feel that going on in your feet?
Yeah.
And now I cleared some off of him. Is that okay? He don't care if I clear him, does he? He's okay with that? We good?
Oh, please do.
Okay.
Keep
All right.
telling me.
Okay. And so I'm pulling a dark energy that's inside of you. And there we go. These things will grab you and then make you get mad at each other. And so, and then they'll hold on to this anger, and the anger goes from hate, and the hate goes to more anger, and there you are, and you're off to the races. And everybody says exactly the worst thing at exactly the perfect time to freak everybody out. And so that's what this demon does, and it's jumping in really in couples that love each other a lot, you know. And so, and I'm peeling this off from you, and I peeled that off from him, and now I'm peeling off something on sort of a bigger level. And now I'm taking his spirit, and his body is backwards in his body, and I'm flipping it around and turning it face on instead of face backwards. This will keep him from doing exactly the opposite of maybe what he should do. And then I'm looking at you, and I'm peeling off another dark energy that's around your neck and around your heart. And boy, you guys got a lot of demons. And now I'm clearing off collectively a bunch of stuff. And now I see you floating up, and I see you both holding hands and walking into God's pond. God has a pond up in heaven that's in the rapture heaven, and I see you both walking down into this water. He got dizzy right then. Ask him if he felt a little dizzy. Ask him if his feet hot.
I feel dizzy. Yes, he does.
I turned around. He was in a black hole. A lot of his higher selves had gotten sucked into this black hole. This will cause problems with addictions. This will cause problems with all kinds of stuff. And he will just be wacko. And then he'll come back to being himself. And then he'll be a wacko. And then he'll come back to being himself. Okay, I got his higher selves back that were making that happen.
You are right.
Yeah, well, he's not. Now he'll find this is the easiest time in the world to what's called straighten up. And so, did he have a grandma that raised him, or an older lady? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just recently passed last year.
Yeah. Well, that's who I'm talking to right now. Can I see him? Tell me. Can he look at me?
Yeah.
Here we go. Just let me just look at him if I can. Yeah. Let me just 1 second. Your grandma wants to see you. Your grandma tells me to tell you. She said she calls you boy. She calls you boy, and she says, "Straighten up, boy." And she said it like that, but but she said, "Straighten up, boy." And so, but she's like, she says that she loves him. She's with him every day from heaven, and she says she's not supposed to work no more because she's in heaven, and she's telling him, "You're making me work." She said, "Don't make me work," and she said, "I'll tear you up." And so she was really a trip. Make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, she says, you straighten up now because I got the light on you. And she says, I got the angels around you. And she says, I'm praying you out of it. So she was a powerful prayer. She had the gift of prayer. The gift of prayer is something that's really, really, sort of a special spiritual gift. And this woman had the gift of prayer. And so I just asked her to pray for me too while she's at it. And so, but she said, I will. And so she's like really full of spirit. She says she loves you. She says, hang in there with her, boy. She said, between me and you, she says, we're going to tag team him. And so she's funny. She's got a great sense of humor. And so,
Yeah.
And so, but she says, he's going to be fine and you're going to be fine too. And she says, y'all going to grow as old as I did and you'll still be together. And so she says, I'm on your side, honey. She said, I am on your side. She said, I see things clear from up here. And so,
yeah,
she's a special lady. I love her.
Yeah, she was. I did too.
She wants to tell him she loves him. Let me see him one more time so she can see him through my eyes. Just one more time. Just peek in. I know you're upset. That's okay. Just tell her you love her. She says she loved. Okay. Yeah. See, then when you told her you loved her, you feel it all through your body. There you go. He just got healed. That feeling and all those tears, that's a big healing. You guys going to be fine. Okay? You just stay right there, hang together, hold each other, love each other. Don't get up and run to some other corner of the house. Stay right there. Okay? You're going to be fine.
Thank you.
You're both going to be fine. The grandma's with you. All right. I love her.
I know she is. I do too. Thank you so much.
That's beautiful. I love you guys. Let me know how you're doing. Okay.
Sure will.
Yeah, and everybody else is projecting love to you. It's hard sometimes to get through it, but you guys are going to be fine. He'll be fine too. He just got healed up.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Gary.
Hey,
Thank you.
Thanks, honey. Ooh,
Can you tell me how do I join this every week or when you do this?
Michelle, or Dean, somebody tell them how to do it.
Yes, we'll put it in the chat. There's a link. Or you could just go to 1-800-GARY.
Or you just go to GarySpivey.com and you can register there. Just go to GarySpivey.com. You'll see the Zoom. You can click to register and you'll be registered. And you're going to get an email notification every week notifying you before we start.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, because until until grandma said, I'm going to tell her now. I'm going to say you can be a part of the show anytime. I love her. Good luck to both of you. Love you guys. Take care.
Thank you. Love you too.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Really good luck.
Oh.
Wow, that made me feel good.
Yeah, me too.
Wasn't that something? That was crazy. God, I don't know if I conveyed it as well as what I saw, but I mean, this lady jumped in the mix of that, and she was really there, and she had, I call it Titanic faith. The Titanic's up on its nose, it's going in, and everybody's still hanging on, is thinking they're going to survive, and they're going, like that Titanic faith, like I'm going to make it no matter what. And so, but she had Titanic faith. This woman did, and she loves her boy like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, that, and so. Yeah, and those people up there still thinking, I'm going to be all right. It's going to be okay. Somebody will rescue me here. And they did, a lot of them. And so, whoa. Oh, grandma freaked me out. That was crazy. Made me cry. Anyway, but you know what? When you got tears, guys, you can't heal nobody without a tear, even yourself. So don't be afraid to cry, and don't be afraid to let people see you cry. It's okay. That's what we do. But when you have a tear, people get healed up. It works like that. I see him getting healed. I'm happy about that. Ooh, who we got, guys? Who we got?
That was awesome. Let's go to Nancy Swenson again. I think we found her this time.
I think we have her. She's
okay, Nancy
with the hand up.
Yeah, thank you for being so patient.
Unmute yourself, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Get it.
Hi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Nancy, how are you?
Hi. I loved last weekend. That was wonderful.
Oh, was that crazy? Right?
Yeah, that was great.
So your child spirit, you unlocked your child spirit, right? From inside, and then it joined the child spirit up in heaven that hangs out with God all the time.
Oh, yeah,
and so, and did it make you feel good? I mean, what did it do? How was your week? Were you lighter, different, happier, more joy? Did those things happen to you? Did you notice any difference?
Yes. It's hard to put into words, but it was like floating, It was.
It's like floating, right?
I had this extra happy inside me, and it was really, I loved it.
Oh, wow. Well, I love you. That's awesome, because that's what it's supposed to do. And this was, I never know, being a spiritually gifted person, one of my thing, I would say would probably, in life, if it was my creed in life, would be my philosophy in life is, I know so much, but I know I don't know. Yes. I know I don't know. And so, because if I thought I knew everything, how would I keep on learning new stuff? Because this planet Earth is evolving and is trying to stay above the darkness. And we're above the darkness, guys. I know it may not seem like it sometimes, but you actually are above the darkness. If you meditate, get these new spiritual gifts that are coming in, like this one that came in last week. It was amazing to unite your inner child spirit with the one up in heaven. That was amazing. And it just changed the game. It was a game changer. Sometimes spiritual gifts really help you out a lot and save your life. And sometimes you'll have a spiritual gift, one gift, and it's a game changer. And so that's a game changer. So anyway, good. Well, I'm glad you felt it all. That's beautiful. And so glad to talk to you. What's your question? You got a question? What's going on with you?
Yes, I do. My son was texting me last night and said that he and he has had the vaccine, one shot of the vaccine. And he said that he was, his left foot had swelled way up, and he said he was in so much pain he couldn't move, and he couldn't even think. And he said, I just want to go to sleep and not wake up.
Oh, well, you're his mom, so he'll say those things. I don't think he means that, so I don't feel like that. I'm seeing some demons around him. I see sort of some crazy demons because he was in a lot of pain, but I don't really see a suicide demon. Usually suicide it happens because of a demon. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but I'm saying I don't see it. But I see all these others, and I cleared him off. And what happened? I think the vaccine reacted on him. I see a lot of things with this vaccine, and so
I was afraid maybe he got a blood clot from the vaccine.
I don't think it was a blood clot.
Okay.
I think it made his uric acid go so high that it gave him gout.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
And gout is the number 2 pain known to man.
Yeah.
And so it is painful. And so the number 1 pain known to man is a kidney stone. The number 2 pain known to man is gout. And the reason is these little razor sharp crystals, and this happens when your uric acid goes high. For some reason, this reacted on him and made his uric acid go through the roof. Did he have a headache too?
Yes.
Yeah. And so,
I'm in Kansas and he's in San Francisco, and I made the police go twice to check on him for wellness, and he never answered the door, so I panicked.
mm-hmm. Have you talked to him since?
My other son did.
I thought somebody talked to him. Good.
Yeah.
And so because what I see, it's uric acid. If he goes to the doctor, there's some things he can do, and the doctor can give him some different things. Coltracine is one of them, but there's different meds he could take to bring that uric acid down, or either get rid of the inflammation, and either one works, to get rid of that crazy pain, and so that's what I see. And so for some reason it just keyed that in on him, and when it keyed it in, it is painful, And so I'm just clearing off everything I see. How's his kidneys? Do you know?
I don't know.
It looks like it went so high that these little razor sharp kidneys razor sharp crystals that flow through his blood system kind of also gathered in his kidneys and may be doing a little damage there. And so I'm just saying I cleared off everything I can do spiritually. And the holistic way to do it is to drink black cherry juice without sugar, or eat black cherry or eat cherries, and so that'll bring it down. But he may need something more drastic that the doctors can do, and so, and then as soon as he gets that uric acid down, the gout will go away and he'll feel normal, is what I feel. When I'm looking through his body, scanning it for blood clots. Which vaccine did he take?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. And so I'm just clearing away what I see, and I see a lot of dark energy in the frontal lobe of his brain. I'm clearing that off. There we go. Feel how hot you're getting? You're on fire, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's on fire right now because I'm healing all the darkness in him that I can find. I'm looking for a blood clot, and I don't see it. Okay? I could miss it. I'm being honest. It's possible. But I don't see that right now. I'm looking through. I'm just scanning his body. I'm just seeing really high uric acid causing gout, which will cause pain. And he's basically got gout in every part of his body, which is causing crazy pain. It'd be a pain that people hardly can take. Okay. And so, but I just now got him a lot brighter. And he might check his kidneys too. I would go in. I would get his kidneys checked, and I would look for the uric acid, high uric acid, and check out gout. That's what I'm seeing because his kidneys don't look right, and that's all I can find. I'm looking all in his. He hurt his shoulder a long time ago, right?
Probably. He would do that.
Yeah, because, was he an athlete or did he
One of
do?
those kids.
Yeah, that would do stuff. Yeah, because I see an old injury with his shoulder too, but that's all. That's all I see. Okay, and so
Great.
yeah, you're a good mama. Okay,
Thank
take
you.
care of yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Lots of love to you, honey.
Love you.
Wow, aren't mamas great? How do mamas do it? Right? How do they have that much love?
I don't know. They're special
I
people.
think that's awesome, though.
Isn't it? Isn't it? That's just sweet. Who we got?
Thank you so much, Gary. Okay, we got to go to Cynthia, Edwina's sister. Edwina Gilbert's sister, Cynthia. It's her first time on.
Oh, okay, great.
Please help her son, please. Thank you.
But Edwina don't have her microphone on, so I can't go to her.
Edwina, okay, go to Nook. Nook, Edwina is under Nook, N-O-O-K. Are you guys together? I hope you guys are together. I think you guys are together.
Okay, Nook, unmute
Yeah.
yourself.
Hey, Edwina.
Hey, I love you guys.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm gonna stop there real quick. Hey, I'm here, guys. I love you.
Hey.
How we doing?
Hey. Okay. What's your question, honey?
Cynthia. Hi, Gary.
Hey, hey. I see your eyeballs. I don't see nothing but your eyes. There you go. You're in a little hole. There we go. Now, yep. So what's
Yeah.
yeah?
I've been there for quite. I think I've been in that hole for years.
Well, now you're out of it. So what's your question, honey? What's going on?
I got a call Wednesday. I got an inbox telling me that my son been missing, and they just not getting back with me. Said he's been missing for 3 weeks.
Okay. How old
And they
is
just not telling me.
How old is he?
He'll be 28 in October. Not okay. He's a man now.
Well, here's what I see, honey. I see him alive.
Thank you.
And so so I see him alive. Sometimes he would get with people and party, right? Yeah. Yeah. And so he's just out partying, but he's alive. That's your biggest concern. And when
I've been doing everything and they won't help me.
Well, it's not your fault. It's just he's a man now, and see, people do. So just I'm just clearing you off, so you're okay. And I see him alive, which is good, and I hear he'll show up soon. And so that's what I see. And so I hope I gave you some comfort in just telling you that. And so, but he, and then he's I think he's either gonna, but I do see him, he's either gonna go to jail, which is not a bad thing. That's an okay thing because he won't die in there. And so because he's around some crazy people right now that are like, on the bad side of things, and I see him getting off of something he's on. And so I see that he's got something he's taking that's making him have an altered consciousness, and he's going to quit that, whatever that is. And so, it's not your fault. I want you to say, this ain't my fault. Say it. It's not.
This ain't my fault.
Okay. There we are. All right. One more time. This is not my fault.
Not my fault.
Okay. All right. And then just ask God to help him. Okay. Just say, God, help my son.
I help my son.
He said he heard you.
I've been asking everybody to help me.
Well, God just helped you. So,
Gary.
yeah.
Gary.
Yeah, honey.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome so much. Good luck, okay? How do you mamas do it? God, thank you, honey. That's a rough job to sign up for, isn't it, being a mother? What in the world are y'all thinking? Right? Can you imagine even having me for a son? Boy, I'd drive my mom crazy. I was out of my mind, still am. And so
sometimes you don't.
Happy Mother's Day this month coming up.
Yeah, it's Happy Mother's Day. It's next week, right? Next Sunday.
Yep, next Sunday.
Happy Mother's Day, and God bless all you beautiful mothers out there. I mean, you made out of something. I don't know.
Sometimes you're not thinking when you become a mother.
Judy, oh my God, I love you.
All righty.
Just
there we
saying. Just saying the truth.
Anyway, there we
Oh,
are.
I love Mama Judy.
Yeah, you're my mama. Judy, you my mama. We call her Mama J. Mama J. She looks after us all. Makes us okay. Even when we're idiots. We know we're hurting.
Yes. You all are such good children.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Somehow it didn't quite come off sincere, but anyway,
Same thing.
call me psychic.
Must be the camera angle. It's this fog in
Yeah,
San Francisco.
The
that's
fog
what
in
it
your
is.
eyes, I see.
That's what it is. Anyway,
We have so
who we
much fun
got?
here, we always laugh.
Thank you for those words of wisdom, Mother.
Anytime, dear.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, now the next one is Sherry C.
Yeah.
Sherry C and Adam.
Sherry C.
Yes, Sherry, SHERR. She got?
Y'all gonna have a fight?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, let's.
Sherry.
Did you find her?
Nope. Go somewhere else.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and go to what was it? I'm sorry. Raquel Vallejo. Raquel Vallejo.
I can tell you've been cooking, Michelle. I can tell you've been cooking all day. You're like, oh my God, I'm about to die.
I know. I hope you guys like it.
I never saw so many pots. You know, I'm a foodie. I got 3 kitchens, and I can cook enough for 100 people for dinner for real. And
Good.
but I mean, you had a pot on every burner in the whole house.
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Yeah, I sure did.
I don't know who, you must have invited some more folk over, but anyway, that's a lot of food, but it's like,
Everyone's invited.
yay.
Okay, Gary.
Yeah, it's perfect. I love it. There we go. And so who we got? Did y'all ever argue through it?
Yes.
Hi, Gary.
Hi.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. Hi, Gary.
Hey.
We had a reading with you about a month ago, and
Okay.
speaking about moms, my mom, you said that she had
hey, Mom,
an octopus, but right after we had a reading with you, she started having the same kind of pain that it's kind of like something that she's always had, but she knows what to do. Like her doctor gave her medication and she'll take it and then it goes away.
Right.
Well, it's been, we had a reading with you about a month ago, and since then she's been taking everything that she normally does, and that pain's not going away.
Mm-hmm. Let me look.
Can you help?
Yeah, let me just see what it is. Where's the pain?
In her stomach, right in the middle of her stomach. And
Okay, all right. I see it. It's a black hole. There we go. Okay, I just now stopped it up. Feel how your center, your stomach got warm? You felt yours do that. Feel it?
Mine is.
Yeah. And so, and can she feel it? Can
Are
she
you feeling it? Do
Got a
you feel
little
warm?
hard to tell? That's okay.
Hard to tell.
Is she on some meds?
Yep.
That'll do it.
She is taking something called omeprazole or something like
I
it.
don't know. But what happens a lot of times, the medications will make the pain go away, but they make also like the light sensations go away. You know, when you, like with you could feel the healing energy going into her, but she
Yes.
wasn't really able to feel it because of the meds. See, sometimes the medications work like that. But I just pulled all these dark energies out of her belly, and I think she's going to feel a whole lot better. See, now you felt your belly get hot. Feel that? Yours did. You know?
Mine did.
Right. Hers did too. She's just not able
And
to
her
feel
belly is the one that's hurting too. Like
Yeah,
she
no-
says that it goes from the top of her stomach towards towards her belly.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. And that's what I just pulled off. It was a dark energy. It looked like a flat. It almost looked like one of those things, those sea rays that, swim along, those big flat looking fish things.
Yes.
It almost looked like
Stingray.
that. It's stingray. Yeah, it looked like a stingray. And I just peeled it off of her belly. These little critters will suck the life out of you and suck the light. Anyway, I got rid of it. And now she looks really good. Now she got dizzy. Did she feel the dizziness?
No.
No, she couldn't tell. Okay, it's a medication. She can't feel anything, but what goes on is still she gets healed, whether she feels it or whether she don't feel it, because the dark entities will go away. You see?
I'm feeling dizzy for her.
Yeah. See? Yeah. So you're
Yes.
empathing what happened to her, but I see her looking bright now. I see a big sunshine inside of her, a sunshine, and so you felt yourself immediately start to get hot. You
Yes.
see? And
All
so,
over.
all over, and see.
I
so
even
she-
have a tingly, like
Yeah.
something in my ear.
I just see a lot of dark energy. She has inner ear stuff. Sometimes it gets dizzy. Do you know?
Yes.
She does, right? That's one of her
She
ailments. Well, that's the dark energy leaving her ear from her inner ear problem, and so you felt that leave. So see, you're empathing what's happening with her. You see, because if you're on a med that blocks, it could be a receptor blocker, could be just a pain pill, but whatever. And if you're on that, you don't feel the sensations of healing. But see, you're feeling them for her because you want her to be healed. I want her to be healed. That means we're one, and I have some gifts, and I'm using all my gifts to help heal her up. And so I think she'll feel better. And also, her lower back and hip hurts on one side.
Yes.
And so I feel how your lower back and hip got hot.
Yes, very
interesting.
hot.
Very hot. Okay, because
I'm very emotional right now. I just got very emotional.
Well, that means because she got very much healed, and so when you get all those healing energies that go in, that's what happens. And so you were all about healing her up, and you did it. So good luck. All right, good luck to her. She'll start to feel better. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey,
thank you. I really appreciate that.
Appreciate you. Good luck. And sometimes she might wean off those meds. Seems like they're a little excessive. That's what I see. Okay.
They are,
Yeah.
but she takes them when the doctor says that, when she's feeling whatever that comes along. But this time they're not doing the trick. And
what happens is they get they get to where they don't do the trick. Then you have to up the meds. Winkety wink, wink, wink. And so that's what's happening. Good luck. Okay, honey. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey,
thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I see her looking good. She got a crown on her head right then. That's good. That was interesting. See, her daughter could feel that. She could feel her getting healed, even though she couldn't feel it because of the medications. I think you're better off to meditate, guys, instead of medicate. I'm gonna do a T-shirt like that.
Yeah.
All righty.
That's it. Dean, I'm gonna make $1 billion selling T-shirts.
Oh, great. Another company. Yay.
Yay.
Another idea. Whoa.
Yeah, no one's ever thought of that before, right?
No. Hey.
It's a great idea.
Maybe not that one, so let's do it.
All right. Okay. Yeah, but I think that's a good thing. So many people medicate. It just makes you numb and dumb, and it blocks the light that comes in most of the time. I'm not saying never, but I'm saying most of the time never. And so when you take pain pills, they block you and they make you crazy. So I don't know. Seems like a bad idea. And so but if you meditate, and you really can get rid of the pain will leave. It'll just go away. You can do that these days. It's pretty easy. Anyway, who we got?
Okay, before I go to the next person and before we end the show, I just want to say happy birthday to Dean this weekend. It's actually on Monday.
Yay!
I know my birthday, Michelle.
Yeah, it's his birthday.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Yeah, it's his birthday, and it's his identical twin brother's birthday, Darren, too. So
happy birthday, Darren.
Yeah, and so that's good. There's 2 Deans. Nobody knows that. It's pretty wild, And so and so happy birthday. Happy birthday. How old are you? How old are you?
3 years old.
You're 53. That's crazy. Yeah, you don't look 53. Yeah. You act 103, but you don't look. No, that's good. That's really, really good. Well, happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, Gary. Sorry I didn't miss your show. No.
You did. She stole your show, Gary. She told me that.
Sorry, but I do have someone that week.
The child spirit jumped in there and had to do it.
No, her child spirit never jumps out of her.
No.
She just has a ball. She just has fun all the time. She just, like that. I stay in a good mood. You make me happy, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. I love you back. Who we got?
Okay, let's go to Eric Tucker and Justine, please. Thank you for being so patient. I know you guys tried to get in last week, so thank you.
Okay, Eric, unmute yourself.
Go. Hi, Eric. Hi, Justine.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, so.
You there?
Yep, we see you.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Hi.
How are you? There you go. Hey, what's up? And so how many screens do you have? It looks like you're looking at how to take a space shuttle off or something.
I got 3 screens.
Yeah, I see that. What's over here? Over there. I'm making an office like that. I really am. It looks like a mad scientist, Anyway, so what's y'all's question? What's happening with you?
Okay, so it started with my brother Jeremy. He kind of got himself into really big trouble with the law again.
Yeah.
And I'm now at the point where I have to step back because me trying to help him didn't seem like it was helping, and he has suicidal thoughts. And then I was talking to my sister Julia today, and she's at the point where she doesn't know what she's doing with her life, and she feels like she's alone, but she doesn't want to be around anybody. She's getting anxiety. And then Eric's parents, his mom is kind of not doing so good health wise.
Right.
And today she just seemed like she couldn't control her emotions. And
Right.
she was
This happened a lot. I'm glad to talk to you guys, because this happened a lot last week. I watched a lot of people have just breakdown after breakdown after, like all these people, and it was like, my God, how can you have this many people having breakdowns all at the same time? And so the energy on the planet last week for those people who did not kind of go higher in their meditations, they actually went way low, and there was some dark energies that attacked them in such a way that the theme of the show would be, I can't take it anymore. And so that's really what you got. You got a bunch of people in your world. And so did I, last week. It would seem to be like, wow, and people that were close in with me, and people that are just people that I meet, and people I work with, and different people, and now they're close in with me because I fixed them. But I seen this all last week. So I'm clearing your son. He's got a lot of demons. He's what?
My brother.
Sorry, son.
He's kind of like my son.
He feels like your child. He feels like your child. And
Yeah.
so I was reading in read mode, and I just went to that because he feels like your kids, so in there, and I just peeled all the darkness out of him. He basically, if he were your child, you should spank him. Because he's just a damn bad child. He is a bad kid, and he feels spoiled. So the more you do for him is less, So, and it's really hard being a mother. Again, I'm back to this theme. You got Mother's Day's next week. But you're his mom. So no matter how big of an idiot he is, he's your idiot, and and you love him and you want him to be okay. But sometimes the more you do, it makes it worse. And so, and you are at that space times 3 right now. So you're 3 times overkill on that. Feel how warm your hands got and your feet right then? Yeah. You felt that? And so, so that's where you are. Love him, do everything you can do for him, but you also got to back off, and he has to learn his lessons. But I got rid of his demons, and so maybe he'll just learn his lessons now. And that's what I hope. Now, who else was it? One more time.
My younger sister Julia, which is also like,
she's a little bit of a drama queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so she's like, oh my God. And so she may just be having a breakdown because your brother's having one, and she wants to have a bigger breakdown because that's just what drama queens do. It's all about them. Did I mention it's all about them? And, and she's also a passive aggressive, insane person. Come to me, I love you. I'm going to run away and throw myself in the volcano as soon as I find one, And so she runs up the mountainside to throw herself in the volcano. If she's looking back over her shoulder to make sure somebody's running after her. And if they're not, then she'll just come on back down the hill and not throw herself in the volcano because she really don't want to do that. And she's smarter than that. So a lot of her stuff is games. Now, who has time for a bunch of games these days? You probably got better stuff to do with your time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go do that. Like sleep, go to a movie. I don't know, watch TV, something, clean out a cabinet. I mean, anything in the world, but you don't get too sucked into drama these days. I mean, we do pretty good to get through our own drama these days, much less borrowing some from somebody. And so, because drama is a big waste of time. On a scale of 1 to 10, her drama level is a 47. Okay. And so I'm pulling it down. Now I got it down to about a 302. Now I got it down to a 211. Now I got it down to 56. Feel how hot you are now? See? You feel warm? You see, really warm? That's because I'm going through you to get to her. Now I got it down to 11. Now I got a 2, a 3. No, come on now. 2, a 1, a 0. There we go. And so I popped her out of drama. So now she'll just kind of feel how quiet your head is.
Yeah.
Weird, right? Okay. Well, so I popped her out of her drama, so that'll help you. Now, who was the other one?
My parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like to me they're going, you did it. Now the other one's going, no, you did it. 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 See what I mean? So they're hating on each other.
Yeah.
Good luck with that dynamic. Hey guys, these days hate projections wreck your world and they're incredibly karmic. So if you're hating on somebody these days, you're going to get your karmic butts kicked hard. So basically, your parents are sitting around kicking each other's butt. It's like they're going, bam, the other one runs and grabs their arm, bam, they're just kicking each other's butt. And what the hell can you do about that? Nothing, except tell them to stop. You guys just stop. And so I cleared the demons off of them.
Thank you.
And now now they're not going to know hardly what to do with themselves. And so because they actually had those treacherous demons, those reptilian things, Google those online, you'll see some ugly looking things. And so, but I cleared that off of them. So they're going to feel a lot better. But the energy on the planet last week would have went into the space of, I can't take it anymore, because it was really rough. And so, but you guys meditate, clear your energy. I cleared your crowd up. It'll get better. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I wiped off. No, appreciate you guys. And I wiped all the residue off. Now don't loop. Yeah. Don't loop. Okay. Can you do that?
Yes.
Can you not loop back into it?
Yes.
Okay. How about you? Can you not loop back into it?
Yeah. Actually,
I don't believe you.
I was feeling pain in my stomach. And I was telling Eric, I'm like, I'm having pain. And he's like, well, you've been stressed out. I've been just stressed out for like a whole week. And just this little bit talking to you, my pain's gone now. I don't even have the pain in my stomach no more.
Well, good. Don't loop back into it. Don't give yourself a bellyache over this. Yeah.
My brother's the one that I know I'm going to try. I have to not loop back into it. But
don't loop.
My brother.
Give him permission. Give him permission to say don't loop. Do it. Let's say you have my permission to tell me not to loop. Tell him that.
You have my permission to tell me not to loop.
Okay.
Okay. And I will not get pissed with you.
There. I have one question though.
She skimmed over that. Oh, right over her head. Oh, anyway.
Do you see, I don't know if you can tell, do you think my brother, because he has a court hearing next month, do you think he'll go to jail? Or do you think we'll be able to keep him out?
I think you're throwing good money after bad. And I think that boy, it's borderline. It's really borderline. But I think, God, I can't tell you. He may go to jail for a little time. And that'll give him some time to think about things a little bit.
Okay.
Which isn't bad. And is he on drugs?
I don't know if he still is, but he used to.
That's a yes. Yeah, that's a yes. And so when people are on drugs and they go to jail, they quit doing drugs. It's kind of an amazing thing.
Well, he's also an alcoholic right now.
Yeah, and you know what? They don't serve alcohol most of the time in jail. Kind of an amazing thing. It really is. So I don't think this is bad.
Okay.
You should hope he goes to jail. You got warm when I told you that. Feel that?
Yeah.
You hate this.
He already said that he figured that you would say that to me. So I already kind of figured that.
No, because he's got to stop. He's got to stop. The energies are too aggressive. Your brother's a beautiful person. He really is. I see why you love him, because he's just beautiful as a human. He's a love bug. Yes. I mean, I'm a sucker. I'm an idiot. I would like do the same thing you do, and so, but right now you got to let him grow up, and he has to really grow up. He has to want to change. The minute he finally gives up and says, okay, I don't want to be an addict anymore. And I want my life back. I want to have a life. He'll be fine. All he's got to do is say, Uncle. Just look up to God and say, Uncle, sorry, Uncle, I stop. I quit. I give up. I surrender. I know that this thing is bigger than me, and I'm going to stop. And he has to go into a program that knows what it's doing and help him. Okay. That's it. Program. Go to a program where people know how to fix this. Okay. And so, do you run a rehab?
No, but I actually have a paper on the refrigerator. There's these people that are outside of Walmart. They sell shirts and bracelets and stuff, and it's that help for people that go to this church to, get off of drugs and alcohol.
Good.
I think I might have them go through there. It's free. I buy something off of them every
anything is good. See, Dean, there's my t-shirt company. I told you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm joining those folks. It sounds like a good cause. Anyway, there you go. Have somebody that knows how to do it. You don't run a rehab. Okay. There you are. Good luck, honey. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care.
There we go. Take care. It's really crazy too, because when you get on that path, it's just tough. When you're addicted, addictions are tougher now than ever before. And so people have to make extra effort to pop out of that, because it only gets worse fast these days. You got to pop out of that. So important. And so I wanted to talk to I wanted to talk to Jesse. Is Jesse around? Jesse Passmore? Is he there somewhere? Where is he?
Yeah, he's here.
Yep.
There you are. Hey, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Good, what's going on?
Hey, how are you? I saw this most interesting thing. I saw a room full of child spirits with you. Yeah, when I was looking at you, on my monitor here, I actually saw all these child spirits all around you, and they're giving you like roses, which is like love from heaven. And I see them picking all of God's flowers in heaven and throwing them down and cramming them in your chest. Phil, you got warm then? Did you get? Yeah, right. I didn't know what they were up to, but you have all of your child spirits. And I mean, you got a ton of child spirits, which makes sense to me, because I know you, but they just kept giving you all these roses. And they told me that that's all the love that you'll be able to distribute to other people. And so you're just whatever, I know you're a love bug, but you're going to be really healing some people up. And so realize that what you do matters and what you say matters. And hey, our friend Kevin told me to tell you hi. And so
good.
Yeah.
I just want to say to all the people out there, as you guys have heard Gary call me smart quite a few times, but then he'll often say that he can psychically see things. He's told me something in advance, knowing what I would do in response, and that saved a person from going back to jail. This man is a genius.
That's great. Well, thank you.
You are incredibly intelligent.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm just old. I think if you live long enough, you get smarter. That's what I think. I think, that's the only thing. If we hang out long enough, if you just pay attention, you get a little smarter with things. And I think it's like that. So if you're so lucky to have somebody old around you, embrace that old person, because, those years matter, and they know a lot. And they can share a lot, because they got a lot up there. And they got a lot in their heart. And so for you guys, I hope your mom is here. And I want you to tell your mom, Jesse, hello. And so happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. That's coming up next week. And so don't forget it. And if you know a mother that's hanging out somewhere and she needs to be adopted, adopt a mother. Okay. And so just give somebody some love. It's really, really important. Thanks for all the love you gave today. Jesse, those roses made me really happy. Your child spirits, I never felt that vibe before. That was amazing. Anyway, that's a real big gift you have. I just wanted to point it out because I could feel it. Anyway, I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Tapping In with me, Gary Spivey. I'll be here all week, and I'll be reading you guys. Call us up. The office 800-827-GARY, as well as, join my Enlightenment Club. And so my Enlightenment Club will really help you out. It's I hear so many cool stories back. And if you guys have if you have a testimonial, I'm collecting testimonials, and I'm working on this book of testimonials that I think is fun. And so just call Michelle, or if you want to be on the list for the live spiritual retreat that we're doing real soon, make sure yell at Michelle. Call the office 800-827-GARY. Michelle's cell phone, she answers, and or if you're interested in Club Sparkle or anything we got going, yell at us. I appreciate it. Michelle, what's your phone number again? I'm sorry, honey.
Thank you, Gary. It's 702 area code
702. Okay.
702-822 0548.
0548. And that's Michelle's cell phone.
I'll also put it in the chat.
Yes,
okay.
And you can also email me. It's very easy. Michelle@GarySpivey.com.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And for you creepers, don't be calling Michelle too late and all that. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Jean's
Fine,
not
I love
that dumb.
everybody.
They're gonna call you and you're gonna hear me answer the phone. Hello.
Hello. Michelle. You have such a low voice, Michelle.
Yes.
Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Love
I
you,
appreciate
Gary.
you.
Thank you. Love you, everybody.
Big kisses, big love. All right. I'll see you. And for energy clearing, I'll be here on Wednesday. Check it out. All right. Talk to you guys.